Common Core State Standards, Math, 7th grade, expressions and equations for Algebra 2A, 2B, and we're solving one-step equations. And so we are on to equations so that we have a variable and we have an operation and we have an equal sign. So that means that we have, if I have this here, like a balance, and this is an equal sign. Right in the middle is the equal sign. So one side equals the other. So we have A equals B at all times. And it is your job to keep it so that whatever you do to one side, you have to do to the other. So let's start with these problems. So we have x plus 6 equals 4. So we have an equation because we have an equal sign, so it's a balance, and your job to keep it that way. So we're going to start on the x side, which is this side here, and we're going to solve for what x is, because we know what 6 is and we know what 4 is, but we do not know what x is. So we're going to start it, and of course these are simple. They're going to get harder. You have x plus 6, so what's happening to 6 is being added, so we do the opposite. And we are going to subtract 6 on both sides, and that becomes x equals 4 minus 6 is negative 2. And you box that in. All right, and so then the next one, it gets a little bit harder, but it's okay. You're getting a little bit smarter. So we have negative 5 equals b plus 8. And so we have negative 5 equals b plus 8. Now, we're working on the b side here. So what's happening to the b? It's being added by 8, so we're going to subtract 8 on both sides. And remember our rules and everything else. So show me what's going on. So we have now, on the other side, we have b equals negative 5 and a negative 8 are the same signs. You add them up and add the signs, so it's negative 13. And generally it's reported as you want to know standard form is b equals negative 13. So you have solved what the b is in that equation. And so you want to correctly write it as b equals negative 13. And the third one, example, would be y plus 6 equals 9. So we're starting on the y side here, and y is being added by 6, so we're going to do the opposite and subtract 6 on both sides. So we have y, we've solved for what y is. We have 9 minus 6, so y equals 3. And the last example would be negative 3 equals a plus 4. So it doesn't matter where the variable is, but that's the side you're going to start on. So it's going to be over here. So it's b added, so we're going to subtract and on both sides. And so we get negative 7 equals a. But we want to flip that around because we want to know what a equals. A equals negative 7. That's the standard form. And all of those things are, when you subtract on both sides, those are the subtraction property of equality because you're doing it on both sides. Thank you.